Again, another person has been charged for using a syringe during a theft from a Walmart location. Just a day after Daniel Hodnut was sentenced to 3 years for stealing televisions from various Walmart locations while armed with a syringe. 18-year-old Nicholas Windsor has been arrested and charged in connection with an incident at Walmart in Mount Pearl. Police allege that Mr. Windsor was shoplifting from the store. When confronted by store security, he produced a syringe in order to avoid apprehension. He was able to flee the area, but was arrested over the supper hour. This afternoon, he appeared in provincial court to be formally charged. The Crown opposed his release, and he consented to remain in custody pending his next court appearance. That is scheduled on January the 21st. No one was injured during the course of the altercation. 34-year-old Joseph Frederick McGraw's lawyer is arguing that his client's rights were violated because of an unlawful search of his computer, and therefore the possession of child pornography charges should be thrown out of court. Final arguments in that debate wrapped up today. Mr. McGraw is a convicted child molester serving a long-term offender sentence. His victims were under the age of 10. Last year, a worker at his halfway house says they found child pornography on McGraw's computer, and his release was revoked. He had previously agreed to weekly checks of his computer and claims that the images found were not his and that a friend had used his computer to access adult material. The judge is expected to rule later this month if the search was legal and if the images can be entered into evidence. In the meantime, Mr. McGraw remains in custody.
And still with news from the courts this evening, just months after being acquitted of uttering threats against his girlfriend, Ralph Driscoll was back in court today where he was denied bail in connection with another assault that also involved his girlfriend. 46-year-old Ralph Driscoll is no stranger to the judicial system. Many of the charges against him in the past have involved assault. He was most recently arrested and charged with assault with a weapon and uttering threats, along with a number of breaches of court orders. He appeared at provincial court this morning for a bail hearing. He was denied bail. He's expected to return to court later this month to answer to the charges.